They say I'm looking through rose-colored glass, like I'm pretending this moment gon' last. But baby, that ain't quite true. Let me explain it to you. Romanticizing ain't blind belief. It's feeling deeper than what you see. It's when emotion redesigns the ordinary in real time. It's not fantasy, it's psychology. Heart-led perception shifting reality. When I lean into what I feel, small things start to heal. Romanticizing isn't just pretend, it's reshaping the moment from the inside, and it's taking Tuesday night and making it moonlight blue. The ordinary looks extraordinary when I run moves through. That's what I do when I romanticize you. It's not denial of what is wrong. It's amplifying what feels strong. It's focus, intention, joy. Letting love adjust and know. A tiny kitchen, dim lit room becomes a sacred afternoon, because a heart can magnify what the mind might pass by. See, reality don't always change, but the meaning rearranges when you let devotion slow the motion. It's perspective art is the way emotion frames the heart is turning hand in hand into destiny. It's not illusion, it's intimacy. That's what I do when I romanticize you. It's not rose-colored glasses. It's not rose-colored glasses. It's not rose-colored glasses. It's not rose-colored glasses. It's emotional focus. When love becomes the lens, everything grows closer. Romanticizing ain't losing your mind. It's choosing the beauty. You're willing to find. The world stays the same, but the feeling breaks through. The ordinary turns extraordinary when I romanticize you. Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the love palace. Welcome to a daily dose of Dee. Wrap yourself in satin, truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slowly. A daily dose of Dee. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the love palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchored down, baby, daily dose of Dee. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift into healing seas. We don't change. just glows. It's just your shoes by the side of my bed.
Sometimes we paint the world in the colors only our hearts can see. We take an ordinary moment, an average person, a small memory, and we breathe warmth into it until it glows like stained glass in sunlight. We turn shadows into shapes, shapes into dreams, and dreams into things we swear we can't touch. We call it hope. We call it longing. We call it survival. But the truth is, we call it romanticizing. And today, we're exploring the beauty and the danger and the power behind it. Welcome to Daily Dose of Dee.
With you, with you, with you.
Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you are watching Daily Dose of D. I am your host, Goddess D of Love. How's everybody doing? We have made it to Thursday, y'all. We are at Thursday, and woo, let me tell you, February is a busy month for me. We got a birthday today. We got a birthday tomorrow. My godson's birthday's coming up. My granddaughter's birthday's coming up. So, what I'm going to tell y'all right now is that Daily Dose of D will not be airing tomorrow, okay? Because we will be having a festivity of the two birthdays here in town of my lovely cousin and goddaughter and beautiful, handsome, I should say my handsome cousin, nephew, and my goddaughter cousin. Okay? We're going to be celebrating them. And so Daily Dose of D will not be airing tomorrow because we're going to have a celebration and go eat and do what we do, okay? So with that being said, today I'm going to talk about what everybody's going to be doing Friday and Saturday on this, they go this holiday that's coming up, okay? So here at Daily Dose of D, we're gonna call this Thrilling Thursday, okay? And with that being said, the word of the day that I want to have you take through the whole weekend, okay, is romanticize. That is to view or describe something as more appealing, exciting, or idolized than it actually is. And the quote of the day, remember this: romanticize your own life. Speak to yourself with love. Move like everything you desire is already yours. The way you talk to yourself shapes everything. So make it beautiful. Okay, let's go get into this word of today on this thrilling Thursday because we are exploring a concept that is often misunderstood but deeply felt: romanticizing. Whether you're starting out a rain staring, out a rain streak window like you're in a music video, or falling for a version of someone that doesn't quite exist, you are participating in a tradition that dates back centuries. Did y'all know that? Romanticizing is more than just looking at something through rose colored glasses. It's reshaping reality through emotion until the ordinary looks extraordinary. It's when your mind turns a moment into a movie screen or a person into a poem. It's a type of emotional storytelling you create inside your own head. And most people don't even realize they're doing it because it feels so natural, almost instinctive to be exact, like breathing in imagination and exhaling meaning. The word itself has roots in the Old French romance, which was used to describe adventurous, emotional filled stories told in everyday language. These weren't dry historical accounts. Mm-mm. They were tales of longing, passion, heroism, tragedy, and the inner drama of being human. Now, over time, romantic came to came to mean ruled by feeling, and romanticizing meant amplifying the emotional essence of something. It came to describe romances, tales of chivalry, adventure, and high emotion written in those languages. So think about Romeo and the story of Romeo and Juliet, right? It had romantic, very romantic scenes. It had tragedy. It had adventure. It had chivalry. So the work of the Rude is essentially about storytelling. Mhm. When you're romanticizing something today, you are effectively turning your life into a narrative, filtering out the mundane to focus on the extraordinary and the beautiful. Romanticism as a movement engaged in the late 1700s during a time when the world was obsessed with science, rules, strategic logic, and order. People wanted something measurable, predictable, and categorized. Romanticism came in like a rebel boy, a reminder that humans are not matchless. People cry, people fall in love, we dream, we want, we hurt, hope, and imagine. Romanticism insisted the truth of life is not found in numbers, but in the experience of living. That's how you identify romanticism today. When someone values the emotional meaning more than the factual layout, when someone searches for symbolism in the sky, music in silence, beauty in flaws, and the stories and the things most people overlook. Romanticism is not always delusion, not at its most, but in depth, it's the feeling, it's soul centered perception. The challenges comes when perception becomes replacement. When your imagination starts building a reality fuller than the one right in front of you. Let me say this again. Romanticism is not a delusion, okay? Let's get that straight. Not at the root, in death. Now, this is the part that I want you to really concentrate on. It's soul center perception. It's your perception. Now, the challenge comes when perception becomes replacement. When your brain, your imagination starts building a reality fuller than the one that is right in front of you. So, at its core, to romanticize is to deal with or describe something that is an idealized or unrealistic, unrealistic fashion. Make it seem better or more appealing than it actually is. It is the art of seeing the aesthetics in the ordinary. The key meanings here involve glorification, idealization, and the prioritization of emotions over hard, cold logic. We realize that romanticizing isn't just a daydream, it's a lens through which we choose to view our reality to make it more bearable and more vibrant. Identifying romanticism in your daily life usually starts with a shift in perspective. You may find yourself focusing on the steam rising from a coffee cup rather than the fact that you're late for work. That daydreaming, okay? You find yourself yearning for the past or a feeling a deep, almost spiritual connection to nature. You're hitting those romantic notes. When you romanticize something, you do not simply think positively. You're elevating it. You turn it into something symbolically larger than your life. You're adding layers that might not even exist. And you're filling in blank spots with hope, desire, and imagination. Someone can counsel on you twice, but you replay that one night they gave you their full attention. Remember how their laugh felt warm? So you ignore their patterns that feel cold. That's romanticizing. You're rearranging the emotional furniture of a situation until it fits the narrative you prefer. The key behind romanticizing, excuse me, my headset. The key behind romanticizing revolves around, like I said, idealization, projection, emotional embellishment, and selective attention. Romanticizing is basically an emotional Photoshop. You enhance the good until the bad looks blurred, minimized, softened, or even invisible. But there's a personal side to this. How do you know if you're romanticizing a person? You'll notice it. Let's see. You notice you are falling in love with their potential rather than their reality. Mhm. When you defend their potential more than their reality, when you rewrite red flags into maybe it's not that bad, or they're just going through something right now. Did you hear that before? Guilty. I'm guilty because I have seen the red flag all in my face, just right there. And I'm like, oh, they're just going through something right now. It's not that bad. They're going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Romanticizing, that's the form. When you feel more chemistry in your head than the actual connection. You see this often when we have like celebrity crush. Like, okay, let's be real here. Let's have a little fun. Let me tell you. So my celebrity crush, right? If y'all know, is LL Cool J. In my romanticized mind, he is my man. You see what I'm saying? I'm feeling more chemistry in my head than an actual connection. How many of y'all have that? Even with people that are not celebrities, right? The psychology behind this often stems from a desire for escapism or a need to find meaning in a world that can feel chaotic. Our brain love patterns and stories and romanticizing allows us to create a hero's journey out of our own struggle. We see this, right? You might have be going through something, right? And you just like, I'm just gonna fantasize and romanticize about this person because it's helping me get out my own struggle, helping me not deal with what I need to deal with and heal what I need to heal. So we start romanticizing. The psychology behind romanticizing is rooted in unmet need, imagination, and emotional survival. People romanticize when reality feels too plain, too unpredictable, too indifferent, and too painful. Romanticizing becomes a coping mechanism that fills emotional gaps. Let me say this again. Romanticizing becomes a coping mechanism that fills those emotional gaps. So instead of dealing with disappointment, the mind creates a sweeter version of the story. Instead of facing, oh, I'm so lonely, it creates fantasy companionship. Instead of acknowledging incompatibility, it spotlights those few magical moments. Romanticism ideal, imagination, intuition, individuality, inspiration, and idealism fuels this tendency. The movement behind the inner world was just as real as the physical one. It encouraged people to trust feelings as truth and belief, and that belief right there still lives today. The core belief of Romanticism is that emotions reveal a deeper truth than logic ever could. I think I need to say that again. Let me clear my throat while I say that one again. Y'all listening? The core belief of Romanticism is that emotions reveal a deeper truth that logic ever could. Now, there are two major characters when it comes to Romanticism, and uh, their emotional depth and hunger for the sublime, the breathtaking, the intense, the soul shaking moments in life. Romanticizing doesn't do lukewarm. It don't do no lukewarm, baby. No, it doesn't. You know what it does? It does fire. That's what it does. It doesn't. It does longing. Excuse me. It does longing. It does intensity and vulnerability in the things that make your heart stretch. So let's talk about this. There are five pillars of romanticism. The five pillars of romanticism are built on, I keep saying this because this is what it is, y'all: imagination, emotion, individuality, creativity, and a connection to nature or a higher meaning. The main characters of the movement were poets, painters, musicians, and thinkers who believed life should feel deeply. People like Wordsworth, Keats, Shelley, and Beethoven, they live their emotions the way swimmers live in water. The paradox of Romanticism is that it seeks beauty in imperfection, but struggles to accept imperfection in reality. Hold on. This paradox, hold on. The paradox of Romanticism is that it seeks beauty in imperfection, mhm, but struggles to accept imperfection in the real life, in reality. It wants the world to be raw and real, but it also wants it to be magical and extraordinary all at the same time. Romanticism wants truth and fantasy, passion and peace, chaos and comfort. So there's a saying with romanticism, right? The saying is the five eyes. So, as for the five eyes of romanticism, you should know what the first one is because I keep saying it: imagination, intuition, inspiration, idealism, and individuality. These guide how romantics perceive life. They don't just see it with their eyes, they see it with their heart, their history, their dreams, and their desires. People become hopeless romantics, not because something is wrong with them, but because they believe love has layers. They're seeing they see meaning where others see routine. They hope where others settle. They feel deeply because deep feeling makes them feel alive. They're not hopeless. Mm-mm. They're not hopeless. They're hopeful in a world that keeps telling them to be logic. All right, y'all. Let's take a breath. Let's regroup. I'm going to get me some water. You go sip something. And we're going into the love side of things next, right after these messages.
The reason why when people start becoming a creator themselves, they often back out of it or never even start in the first place.
What is Romanticism? Romanticism was a major artistic and literary movement that emerged in the late 18th century. It developed partly as a reaction against the Enlightenment, an era focused on reason, logic, and science, whereas the Romantic movement focused on themes such as emotion, nature, and the sublime. Major writers of the movement include Wordsworth, Shelley, and Keats. The Romantics reminded us that to feel deeply is not a weakness, it's wisdom. They teach us that nature is not a background, but belonging, and that imagination is not an escape, but a way of seeing the world more fully. Drop your favourite romantic poet below.
Yeah, let's move it out now. Big relentless up in this. It's Big Mouthpiece. Oh, you ain't know. That ain't love, that's like hatred. Come on, brother. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, brother. How you black, but you a racist? Come on, brother. She can with a twin husband, see this tasteless. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, sister. Time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, brother. It's time to take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, part 3. It's time to take it back. Come on, it's not an emergency. Time to get moving with urgency. Big mouthpiece back to get this shit sold up like surgery. Shout out to DJ King Miller and all those that work in the church. Can't waste no time, we better do it in a hurry. Set a date at 9 or probably even 9:30. Why they so quick to talk down but slow to show love to me? Quick to eat off the table but won't pack me, want something for me. I gave them my older arms, now they acting like they don't know me. I need some direction, that's when Queen Money Tide told me. Focus on the bag, all that nonsense is below me. So turn me up, don't be shady, press that like up for me. Hey, you can't look down on the brother I used to swipe from the corner store, cause I was hungry. Instead of respecting my grind, how you gon' throw shade on me? Big brother hate my guts, tryna chop off my feet, but I am not Toby. Haters be praying on my downfall, but be acting like we homies. That hang up, that's the hatred. Come on, bruh. Why you niggas still on fake shit? Come on, bruh. How you black, but you a racist? Come on, bruh. She sleeping with her twin husband, see that's tasteless. Come on, sister. Time I take it back to the king queen shit. Come on, sister. Time.
Welcome back, family. Make sure you tune in this Saturday. If you have time, he's doing it in the afternoon now. Have time. Maybe you might want to sit down, you and your loved one or whoever your Valentine is or whatever y'all doing. Tune into Big Mouthpiece. Come on, brother. He has some very good episodes. They're very entertaining and educational as well. So come on, brother. Come on, sister. Come through Big Mouthpiece this Saturday afternoon. Hit the notification for the time. All right, y'all, we're going back into this conversation. Yes. You know what? We talking about romanticism, right? We are talking about romanticism. So, why do we romanticize? And what is romanticism when it comes to love? Because they say that Love Day is coming up, even though God is still love. Love Day is every day, and it should be for you too. But what is romanticism in love? Okay, that is the question. It is the belief that love is a transcendent force that can overcome any obstacle. The key aspects of romanticism in love include intense passion, the ideal of the one, and the glorification of the struggle for affection. Okay, did y'all hear what I said? What romanticism is in love? hmm It's the belief that love is transcendent force that can overcome any obstacle. And I agree with that. The thing here, romanticism in love includes intense passion, the ideal of the one, and the glorification of the struggle for affection. Just wanted to make sure you caught that, okay? Romanticism in love is the belief that love should be felt, expressed, and experienced in soul stirring ways. It's when you want a connection that feels like poetry, layered, meaningful, intentional, and alive. Romanticism in love isn't about grand gestures alone, it's about emotional resonance. It's not about the grand gestures, it's about emotional. How do you handle me emotionally? How can we resonate with each other emotionally? It's that feeling when someone looks at you, they give you that look, and it feels that they're looking into you. So it might not be the one, it might be that one like this. I'm just saying. It's when a small moment, like that hand squeeze or that late conversation, feels sacred. Romanticism and love accepts death. It wants intimacy over entertainment, presence over performance, authentic connection over convenient company. You see, Valentine's Day wouldn't exist the way we know it without the romantic movement, right? Romanticism gave Valentine's Day its emotional symbolism. Let me say that again. Valentine's Day would not be a day without the romantic movement when people doing stuff. Romanticism gave that day, Valentine's Day, an emotional symbolism. The handwritten letters, the roses, the candlelight, the declarations of love. It turned one simple day into a celebration of emotional expression on a broader movement. Excuse me. Romanticism taught society to value love as something transformational and not transactional. It shifted love from duty to passion, from arrangement to connection, from logical partnership to emotional purpose. So, that St. Valentine's Day or that Valentine's Day echoes that legacy. It's a reminder to feel, to express, to cherish, to remember that love is a language best spoken with intention. Now, don't get this twisted. This live is not about Valentine's Day because you really need to go look and see what that day means. So, just so you know, okay? But this is a way that people view it because most people really don't even know what Valentine's Day really is. But we're just talking in general, okay? So, in order to transform an ordinary day into a grand statement of devotion, it's the one day a year when society gives everyone permission to be an idealist. That's deep, right? That's deep. Because this is about romanticism. And because romanticism is used on St. Valentine or Valentine's Day, that's why we're discussing this to get the understanding. Not about Valentine's Day, but about romanticism. All right. Let that settle in your spirit for a second. We're going to take a quick break. And when I return, I'm going to wrap this word all up and you could go about your day. Okay? Right after these messages.
Pictures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow. She breathing moonlight exhale.
Out front of the shop today, this is Holistic Royalty by Kels. We specialize in herbalism, yoga, and nutritional planning. Hi there, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Here's a little info. Come by for a tea sample anytime.
Will do.
Welcome to the grand opening, y'all. This is our tea wall. Everything is blended right here in house. I poured a little rose and hibiscus for you to start with.
It smells amazing in here.
And over here.
All right, this batch is our lavender citrus blend. The base is shea butter, and I've tinted it with a touch of indigo so you get those dreamy blues. A few drops of sweet orange and lemon.
Great. Looking at what ribbon is. And then the heart necklace to top it off.
It's like a little celebration in a box.
Spray, soap, body butter, and then the heart necklace to top it off.
The necklace is my favorite.
She rooted in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet pork, calm like teas. Queen Kells with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plant to plate, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you.
Welcome back, family. You can still go shop at Shamaki Essentials right now and buy Goddess Dee Love a gift. No, just kidding. No, but she still has the Valentine Day box available still for you. It's still going on. She says she still got it going on now. I don't know. Today's the 12th. You're not going to get it in time, okay? So No, don't say what you're going to say, D. So you should prepare if you are going to get it, which I think would be still a grand gesture after the fact, right? Because she has products, her in Holistic Royalty has products in gift boxes all the time that you can get all throughout the year and give to somebody. So make sure you shop at www.shamaka Essentials. Okay. Now, let's get back into this discussion here because I'm going to wrap this up, right? We are going to close this with the heart of movement and how romanticism should be in real life, okay? In the real life. Y'all feel me? So, romanticism, as I keep mentioning, has imagination, individuality, emotion, inspiration, and idealism. All are like the emotional spice mix that gives life flavor. See, romanticism gives your days vibrance when life starts to go gray. But the duality is real when it comes to this. Romanticism can illuminate your life when used intentionally or distort your reality when used blindly. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I don't know. Let me say it again for the people on the back and way on the sides back there. Romanticism can illuminate your life when used with intention, or it can distort your reality when it's used blindly. The duality of romanticism is this: it can help you see beauty in your journey, or it can blind you to the truth of your circumstance. It can inspire you to dream bigger, or it can keep you stuck in fantasies. It can make you appreciate the small things deeply, or it can make you overlook big problems. You can apply romanticism in your life in a healthy way by practicing self care, mindful practices. This means finding joy in small rituals, like the way you arrange your desk or the route you take home from work or on a walk. It's about choosing to see beauty in the mundane without ignoring the truth. It allows you to find gratitude and wonder in a world that often feels too fast and too loud. This is why romanticism in everyday life needs awareness. So, why don't you try some things like this? Romanticize your morning, not the person who barely texts back. Romanticize your healing, not the breakup that hurt you. Romanticize becoming the best version of yourself, not the fantasy of someone who hasn't shown you consistency. Romanticize your friendship, your growth, your joy, your peace, and your accomplishment, even your daily routine. Because romanticism, used wisely, is gratitude dressed in poetry. Did y'all hear that? Romanticism, when it's used wisely, is gratitude dressed in poetry. It's hope with boundaries. It's imagination with awareness. And it's choosing to find something in your life without lying to yourself about the parts that need honesty. It becomes a tool and not a trap. So maybe the truth is this: we romanticize because we're searching for the magic we love, for the tenderness we wanted, for the story we hoped our lives would be. But life isn't a fairy tale, baby. It's a canvas. And you know what? You hold the brush. So paint your days with intention instead of illusion. Paint your love with honesty instead of projection. Paint your future with vision instead of fantasy. Because romanticism isn't lying to yourself, it's allowing your heart to dream while your mind stays awake. And if you learn to balance the two, you'll stop being a hopeless romantic and start being a powerful one who dreams with clarity, loves with wisdom, and lives with meaning.
It's just your voice saying you okay, but it lit like sunlight on my face. Just your hair resting over mine, but it stretch out space and then time. Everybody else might call it plain, but I feel orchestras in your name. You don't even try to shine, but somehow you redesign my mind. Choose the glow inside of you. Love don't lie, it amplifies what the careful eye decides. I see us in soft focus. Street lights turn poetic. Every second it's baptized in the warmth behind your eyes. It ain't illusion, it's attention. To dimension, the ordinary feels like art when I let you hold my heart. Maybe magic's just devotion, slowing down motion. Maybe heaven's just a shift in perception.
Let me get off mute, y'all. I had to get off mute because I was into that jam. Do y'all hear that lovely, lovely song prepared by Alicia Dion? Thankful, I'm so grateful I had to play that because that was beautiful. It wraps this all up about romanticizing, right? The person you should be romanticizing is yourself in your life. Because how you going to romanticize about somebody else and you ain't taking care of yourself, taking care of your healing? And when I talk about your healing, I'm talking about physically, mentally, and most importantly, spiritually. Don't go create a fantasy of romanticizing someone else, something you created in your head about a person, when you can create the person and romanticize yourself. You can't give out what you don't have inside of you. So I want to thank everybody for coming to the Love Palace. Peace and love to everyone. Go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe because it is free 99 to you. Free 99, okay? Now, I know everybody's going to be all in their love feelings, but you know, God is still love, is always in love, hence the name, right? So be safe, be real, be true, and don't be romanticizing being in a fantasy world. Snap out of that, girl or boy. Oh, let me say, snap out of that man or woman because you are adult. There might be some girls and boys in here. Romanticize yourself. That is the message and the word of the day, okay? Take it with you into the weekend because I'm not coming on tomorrow. As I explained earlier in the show, I will be celebrating with my lovely family these lovely birthdays in life, okay? But the good thing about Daily Dose of Dee is there are 213 episodes if you want to run it back, okay? And 50 something of the ships. So I will see you all on Monday. Everybody be safe, be in love, romanticize yourself, and be true to yourself. And I will see you real soon.
Light it slow, let the spirit rise. Lavish lights dancing in your eyes. Herbal healing flowing through my veins. Smoke of the ancestors calling my name. Every pull of prayer, every breath release. Lavish lights bring the body peace. Lavish lights burning soft and sweet. Chemical essentials where the spirit meets. Grounded in the smoke, lifted in the night.
I think that our generation has lost the definition of romance. Romance isn't buying flowers and candies and going on vacations and posting them to Instagram and acting like your life is better than it really is. Romance is doing the small things every single day. It's holding their hand when they're cold. It's cooking them food when they're hungry. It's taking care of them when they're sick. It's telling them that you miss them and love them in the random moments. It's laughing at the jokes that really suck. It's making them feel beautiful when they don't feel beautiful. It's doing the things to show them that you care, even though they already know that. That's what romance is. Love is a beautiful, amazing, really just a wonderful thing, but it also is coupled with heartbreak. It's also coupled with frustration. It's also coupled with resentment, jealousy, hate. These things surround love, and they tiptoe and creep into love at many times. Being sad, being heartbroken is a sign that you really loved someone, that you really cared about them, that you really put yourself out there for them and they didn't respect you or didn't care about you. And I understand that it's sometimes your fault in a certain way, but a lot of times relationships
back when your heart needs reminding. D is divine, D is daily, D is love, a daily dose of